James Siebert says the closings are due to declining enrollment.
There's budgetary aspects to that, but there's also educational aspects to that, and we think we can be leaner and ultimately continue to provide a great product and perhaps even a better product.
The consolidation plan is expected to save the district over $3 million. Whitefish Bay's first affordable housing development is expected to open next spring.
The 17-unit apartment complex on the corner of Santa Monica Boulevard and Hampton Avenue will have rents as low as $950 a month. Housing administrator for Milwaukee County, James Matthew, tells WTMJ.
A lot of our suburban communities had a severe lack of affordable housing, and Whitefish Bay is one of those examples. So some of it's financial and some of it's just community education about how buildings like this are an asset to your community and not a liability.
Applications for the apartments are expected to open in either April or May of 2026. Elizabeth Linton and WTMJ News.
Residents from Milwaukee's Walker's Point and Walker's Square neighborhoods are concerned about local access to I-43. Department of Transportation Project Manager for the I-43 National Avenue Environmental Study, Jason Dahlgren, tells WTMJ.
The study will look at some alternatives to possibly put some of those ramp terminals on different streets, possibly reduce some, possibly, maybe National Avenue or on 6. That's part of the study we'll be evaluating.
WSDOT will host another public information meeting in the spring. Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time, 6:04.
Get 2 mattresses for the price of 1.
Whoa, what are you doing?
We don't do sales at Penny Mustard.
I know.
So how can we offer 2 mattresses for the price of 1?
Because with a flippable, 2-sided foam or coil mattress from Penny Mustard, it's like having 2 mattresses for the price of 1.
You'll give each side more time to breathe.
And your mattress will last twice as long.
See? 2 for 1.
2-sided mattresses, available every day at Penny Mustard Furnishings.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Drafty windows means wasted money. Call Siding Unlimited today for energy-efficient replacement windows and doors and start saving now. For a free estimate and honest price guarantee, go to sidingunlimited.com.
Here's a penny for your thoughts. There's about 11,000 tire-related crashes every year.
Mostly due to driving around on underinflated, beat-up, worn-out tires with low tread.
A couple of clicks at richlawns.com will get you scheduled for a free tire tread test.
But if you're pressed for time, there's an old trick we use in the tire industry that'll tell you if you need tires.
And that's free, too.
My dad showed me, who learned it from his dad, who learned it from someone else way back in 1964.
Ah, yes. The old penny test.
Yep, just place a penny head first.
As in upside down.
Into the groove of your tire. Now, if you can see the top of Lincoln's head, you're due for tires.
And hey, if the free penny test frazzles you, book an appointment at richlawns.com.
If your tires are good,
no harm, no foul, because it won't cost you a penny. Be safe, buckle up, and hang. Always make sure you've got good tread on your tires. I'm Brett Matchke with Rich Lawns. You're
due for service.
Such a refreshing change. Rich Lawns.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. Packers head coach Matt LaFleur says it's highly unlikely that injured center Elgton Jenkins returns this season.
It's a shame because, he was one of the first guys we drafted when I got here, and just been through a lot with him, and obviously a lot of great moments, and it's a shame because he's one of our real leaders on our team.
Sean Ryan expected to take over as the starter when the Packers visit the New York Giants on Sunday. The NBA's in-season tournament the last 3 years has helped boost viewership and attendance. That's according to Bucks president and CEO Peter Fagan.
The most important thing is it has value both for the viewer and the players have taken it seriously. There's real cash to win and real competitive nature against all the teams in all the divisions.
Milwaukee won the NBA Cup last season. The Bucks continue group play Friday night against the Hornets. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Looks like we have a crash on the exit to Hampton Avenue on 4145 northbound. Those delays heading into Mill Road. Also looking at 43 delays heading southbound start at Capitol. That continues into downtown. And 94 westbound, you'll hit delays at 27th Street heading past the stadium. And taking a look at the WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 38. Friday, sunny, breezy, and mild temperatures, a high of 58. Saturday, partly cloudy, still breezy and mild with a slight chance for a shower towards the evening, a high of 64. Sunday, mostly sunny, breezy, and back to cooler temperatures, a high of 46. Monday, partly cloudy skies, a high of 43. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, a high of 44. Right now in Milwaukee, it's 45 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 6:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Thank you for joining me for What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. This is going to be a fun 2 hours. It is a show overflowing with culture and creativity and community spirit. We have a lot going on because what happens when art, craft beer, and international creativity collide? Well, Sculpture Milwaukee's executive director, John Riepenhoff, is going to join us at 6:35 to pour out a story behind a one-of-a-kind cool collaboration. It's called Kato Candy IPA, inspired by Japanese artist Izumi Kato and brewed right here in Wisconsin with untitled art. So you'll find out about that unique collaboration. The song you need to hear, I'm excited about. It is a synth pop classic. Thomas Dolby, he's bringing his science and sound to Shank Hall on Sunday. And this will get you psyched up for that show. And immediately following the 7 o'clock newscast, even more music, our local talent, combined with an international historical angle. Joining me live in the studio will be Milwaukee Community Orchestra co-founder and music director Marjorie Deutsch, associate conductor Carrie Krenzler, and our own WTMJ's Jessica Gatso, who's also an oboist. And we're going to learn what to expect at Sunday's powerful and emotional Violins of Hope Wisconsin concert by the Milwaukee Youth Symphony Orchestra at the Bradley Symphony Center, and 2 other community orchestras to tell you about. And you'll get a chance to show me how smart you are. Got some sample questions to warm you up for our Capco Kids to Kids Trivia Showdown nights. I have a personal invitation for you to join me for grande fun next Thursday at a tequila tasting at the original Botanas Mexican restaurant. And right now, I'm very excited. It's a preview of one of Wisconsin's most colorful and beloved traditions, the 82nd annual Holiday Folk Fair International. And this incredible event, it connects cultures from pretty much every single country in the world, and right here in our own backyard at Wisconsin State Fair Park. And joining me live in the studio, 3 people who are very dedicated to making this event one of the best ever. Dr. Paul Trabian, President and CEO of the International Institute of Wisconsin. How are you?
Oh, great. It's great to be here. This is my favorite event for sure.
How can it not be?
Right.
How long have you been involved with the Holiday Folk Fair?
Well, I've been on the board for 12 years, and then about 2.5 years ago, I became president and CEO. I was working in the background. Now I'm, paying all the bills and doing all that stuff. But it's just a wonderful event because we get to come, the community gets to come and discover themselves. Discover others, find our similarities, find out about our differences. And then I think the most important thing, especially nowadays, we can celebrate our differences.
And find out our commonalities as well, because, like breaking bread are those interesting commonalities amongst all sorts of cultures. And Dr. Trabian, who have you brought with you on this occasion?
Well, I'll let them introduce themselves. They're wonderful people here that have been a newcomer and somebody who's been here a long time. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Newcomer first.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. My name is Sai. I'm from Japan. Well, I currently work at International Institute of Wisconsin as a JOY coordinator, stands for Japan Outreach Initiative Coordinator. So my job is they're promoting the Japanese culture to the local communities in Milwaukee. So I'm really happy to participate.
There's
Psy-
big.
I would say Psy
Yes.
Joy is just a great name for an
Joy.
organization that you bring in the joy. And you look beautiful. We will
thank you.
describe, is this a kimono that you're wearing?
Yes, I'm wearing kimono right now.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Thank
If you
you.
want to see, because everyone is dressed wonderfully, we'll meet Gina in just a moment. Text the word watch to the Sighting Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line. Text watch to 855-616-1620. We'll describe everyone's regalia, but we've got to introduce Gina next.
Yeah.
Gina, you've been involved not just in Holiday Folk Fair, but you're about to celebrate 25 years with Festa Italiana?
No, actually, 25 years I will be performing as a participant at Holiday Folk Fair.
Aha!
Yeah.
I misunderstood you, but you've got a lot of experience
Yeah, well,
with the
25 years
cultural
as an
events.
Italian folk dancer, but
What's the dance company that you are with?
Tradizione Vivente, the Italian dance group in Milwaukee, the largest, most beautiful Italian dance group in the United States.
And Gina, what's your full name?
Gina Jorgensen.
That because it threw me off. Wait, it's like, and you'll meet Gina Jorgensen. She's an Italian traditional dancer. I was like, that's not what I expected with a Jorgensen last name.
Shortino is my family's name.
Oh, now that's Italian.
Yeah.
Makes me think of cannolis immediately.
Immediately. Yeah. The best ones from Shortino's Bakery.
Oh,
have
and
to
I
give a
mean
plug to Joe Vella and his family. Yeah.
Oh, and so we will definitely talk about the food and the flavors and any questions that you have on the Sighting Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line 855-616-1620. Stay with us, continuing the conversation about what's special at this year's Holiday Folk Fair International coming up November 21st through the 23rd. At Wisconsin State Fair Exposition Center. Stay with us here on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
We see you out there doing things your way. So why shop the same retail giants as everyone else when you can find the same trusted products at unbeatable farm and fleet prices? Like all Cat brand work boots, $10 off. 16 packs of Duracell AA or AAA batteries, $12.99. Assorted Red Devil Lifetime Caulk, $4.99. Plus, rewards members get 10% off their entire purchase and early Black Friday deals during our private shopping night this Sunday starting at 5 p.m. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
For over a century, local radio has evolved with the needs of the community. From politics to pop culture, we keep you informed, bringing you the most relevant news, online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
Get the help you need Saturday morning with How To Radio. At 7, it's the WTMJ Fix It Show with David Nason, featuring this week's guests, West Bend Vacuum and Inspired Closets. At 9, plan your dream vacation with the Fox World Travel Show. At 10, get financial guidance during Money Talk. Contact Annex Wealth Management for an unbiased review of your investments at annexwealth.com. How To Radio, Saturday mornings on WTMJ.
Welcome back to What's on Tap. I'm Sandy Maxx, and I am thrilled to be joined in the studio by Dr. Paul Trebian, President and CEO of the International Institute of Wisconsin. If he sounds familiar, it's because he's been so involved with the Holiday Folk Fair International, which is back 82nd annual. Dr. Trebian.
82nd year. It's just absolutely exciting. It's the same, but it's also different. We have a professional group from Poland come in to dance. That's definitely something you want to make sure you watch. And then another group coming from Utah as well. And then, of course, after you watch them, you got to make sure you hit those food booths.
Oh, I think that's what a lot of people, you look
Yeah.
forward to being able to sample so much cuisine. And also in the studio with us, Sai Ino, who is representing Japanese customs, and also Gina Jorgensen, who is representing traditional Italian dance. And we're going to talk about some of the artful aspects of Holiday Folk Fair International. But I did encourage everybody, text the word watch. Join us on the WTMJ YouTube live stream. If you text the word watch to the Sighting Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line 855-616-1620, you can see expressions, representations of each of your cultures, and it's vibrant and beautiful. And if you don't mind, just Describe for the listening audience. We'll start with you, Sai, because just your kimono is beautiful, but I know I don't know all the right words for the garments that you're wearing. So you just kind of what we can see from head to waist if we see you.
Well, I'm wearing kimono right now today. Well, this was from my grandmother.
Wow.
Yes, and then you can see that there are the 2 layers here, and these are wrapped around the body and tied with a white belt, which is called obi.
Yes.
Yes.
I did know that word. It's like a big cummerbund.
Yes.
But yeah, the obi, that's the big belt.
Yes, this is really important things for wearing a kimono. And also, fun fact of the kimono is the color. Well, the designs and the color of kimono each have the different meanings. Right now, I'm wearing a red kimono, which is a representative of the passion, celebrations, and a good luck. Yes.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And that's just here in the studio. What else will you be sharing with Japanese customs at the Holiday Folk Fair International?
Yes. Well, I will have my own booth, the Japan booth, for promoting the Japanese culture, and I will having the Japanese samurai armor and a kimono display, and the visitors can try on it and then taking a picture, and then having the big experience of ancient Japanese culture. And also, I am inviting the 3 different Japanese performance group, which is the taiko group, the drumming, the traditional drum group in Milwaukee. They are performing in Milwaukee locally, and then also from Chicago, the 2 different groups coming for the Holiday Folk Fair. One is a Awa Odori group, which is the traditional dance group, and then lastly the koto group, which is the different traditional Japanese instrument. There's a really big instrument they have, like a 6 feet.
Oh, so is it long and stringed?
Yes. It's like a Japanese harp.
Yes.
Yes.
It's almost like a steel guitar. I've seen it performed at the Ikebana events at the Pabst Mansion before.
Wow.
So dancing, drumming, the koto, and getting your hands on a samurai outfit. And that's wonderful that you welcome the tangibility and that bridges discussion and conversation already.
Oh.
That's wonderful. So, Sai, thank you for describing your outfit and what to expect in the Japan booth at the Holiday Folk Fair International. And Gina, you also are dressed in some layers of loveliness.
Lots of layers.
Describe your regalia.
You can't have an Italian costume on without lace. So that's very important.
Yes.
We have a traditional skirt, and which has ribbon around, and it usually has some kind of symbolic meaning. We had a variety of costumes over the years. We had Sicilian. This is more of Roman, Tuscany. We have a mappina, and a mappina in Italian is a washcloth. So, like if you would be a mother, a wife at home, and you're cooking, so we have a very fancy version of that. We have an apron, we have a corset, and we have pantalones, which are the fancy word for bloomers. And the men wear, pants that come to about the knee, and they have a vest, and they have sashes and ties and things like that. So,
is this what you would wear to dance?
Yes, this is my dance costume.
Terrific! Thank you so much for wearing it. And what will you be doing specifically at the Holiday Folk Fair? Oh, how many different hats are you wearing, Gina?
So, well, first of all, Tradizione Vivente will be performing several times. I think 7 or 8 times over the weekend. Please come see us. We also have a food booth with amazing Italian food. Yes. We have a new thing come on the menu. I won't even share what it is.
Oh, it's going to surprise us? Give us a hint. Is it savory or sweet?
It's savory, and it's yummy, and it has mozzarella cheese, and it's good.
Manja.
We also have a cultural exhibit where we will be celebrating all the beautiful instruments and music that have come from Italy and the different regions, and people will be able to hold these instruments and try them, and we're going to have them guessing the sounds of things. So we're going to have kind of a hide and seek kind of thing, and we have a step and repeat, and we're going to have bistro tables, so like it would feel like they're in a piazza. So hopefully it's going to be
people together. And I love that both you and Sai are making sure that at your booths, it's tangible experiences.
Right.
We're really touching and talking to each other. And Paul, I always love, you got to talk about head to toe. You always wear just such wonderful regalia, and tell us about your Native American heritage.
Well, thank you so much. Native Alaskans are unique. We have our traditional dress, the regalia, the headband has usually a symbol of the clan on it. So up at the top is a very old symbol for shark. That's Wushkitan. And then on the back of my vest, there's more of a traditional eagle that people would see. It's not the stylized that we have. My mother wanted to make sure people understood it was eagle, so that's why she created it that way. So that's Cha'ak, Eagle House. And the regalia is so important because it actually tells about your matrilineal line. Where did you come from? So when you say your name, me, Cha'ak Wushkitan, Dot Kutis, right away people know that my mother is Dot Kutis, Little Eagle, Shark Clan, Eagle House, and I'm Long Seafaring Bird. And so the language and the regalia are historic in identification. The music is traditional music for the theme this year. The Tlinkits use drums. They have box drums for the Haida, and the Tlingit have the hide drums, hand drums, and it's just vocal. Very ancient feel to it. And I have something special to announce. My daughter is going to have a cultural booth this year, and she's becoming a cultural guardian. She's learning from the masters up in Alaska. She lives up there right now with my mother. Wanted to be close to Grandma. And so she's learning all the ways. She actually speaks better Tlingit than I do now, and the university wants her to teach.
That must make you so proud, Dr. Trebian.
Yes, I am so excited. And then my mother gave a charge that we're supposed to let everybody know that we're still here. And so what better way to do that than at Holiday Folk Fair? And part of the tradition is that the house, Eagle House, would host and provide a gathering. And I'm stretching a little bit. They call it a potlatch. But you provide for others. So in a way, I'm treating Holiday Folk Fair in my way that everybody external from me is Raven. So I'm giving of myself and IIW to the Raven house, so to speak. And it just is so fulfilling to be able to provide that cultural venue. So I mentioned have the food, but you have to walk it off. So make sure you go to Heritage Lane and look at all the cultural booths. Look for the music, the instruments, how it ties to the traditional dress, the values. And look for those similarities so we can celebrate and find our common ground and discover who we are.
Oh, Dr. Trebian, you just said it perfectly. And I love the beadwork and the buttons and the feathers, like everything that you have that I know has so much meaning and has so much intricate artwork to it.
So personally, the beadwork represents a lot of love. My mother is the one who made all the beadwork. And then when I wore out my vest, my daughter stepped in and recreated the vest using my mother's beadwork so that I have another vest to wear out again. And the beadwork, whenever I feel it, I feel closer to my mother. But it's also showing that we're part of a larger whole. And I think that's one of the things that's beautiful about Holiday Folk Fair is that when you come there, you see all different cultures from all over the world, and you feel like you're part of something larger. And that something larger is that we can celebrate each other and discover all the fun things. And I think right now we need to discover more of that. And, of course, what better way to do that but looking for some nice sweet desserts. So.
I love that you've got the sweet tooth, Dr. Trebian. And Gina, you had mentioned that there's going to be an artful aspect to Holiday Folk Fair this year.
This is our fourth year, so also representing Milwaukee Public Schools. I'm a visual arts teacher. We have 17 schools that have been creating these beautiful murals, and if you have not seen them, they are just beautiful. I've only seen glimpses of them every year, but I'll be talking about these live on television next Friday in the morning, and you'll get like a tour to see them. And the students from in K5 schools, high schools, middle schools, all different grade levels are creating these amazing murals. From Japan, There's we have Rohingya, we have Italy, we have Norway, Scotland, Ireland, Peru, Malaysia, Sudan. We have and they're amazing.
I was saying, what a great school project to research and learn and then express and interpret what you've learned. So, and also the Wisconsin State Fair Expo Center, what a large, wonderful space to spread out and actually show off all of the cultures.
It's we changed it up a little bit last year, and it's like they're walking into a gallery, so they're lit up, and it's quite an experience. So,
well, thank you so much to each of you for being here and sharing a preview of the Holiday Folk Fair International. Dr. Trebian, the official dates and where to come. This is your chance to invite everybody.
Oh, it's going to be the 21st through the 23rd. Make sure you come each day. There's so much to take a look at. You can get your tickets online at folkfair.org. There's early price, and you can also get at the door. I would say that if you come, you take a look at it, plan your next day when you're there because there's so much to see.
You'll be tempted. I don't think you could visit every single country.
And it's so wonderful. Make sure you ask questions, especially at the cultural booths. It's such an opportunity to discover things.
Thank you very much for all that each of you do to make the Holiday Folk Fair International so very special. Sai Ino, we'll see you at the Japan booth. Gina Jorgensen, we'll see you at the Italia booth. And Dr. Paul Trebian, we'll see you everywhere at the Holiday Folk Fair, won't we?
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here, and I wish you a great event.
Thank you so much for having us.
And stay with us. We will update you on news and a collaboration of creativity and a craft brew next on What's on Tap.
It's the biggest savings event of the year. Menards, 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Save big money on everything you need for any project. We've got something for everyone. Homeowners, contractors, DIYers, the kids, and even grandma. Hurry, Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day.
Save big money at Menards.
11% mail-in rebate is a merchandise credit check. Good on future in-store purchases. See menards.com for details.
Why wait for Black Friday when you can save every day? Hasseless Mattress is bringing back Black Friday Plus. We've gone rogue and activated Black Friday deals now through December 2nd on all Beautyrest World Class, and Beautyrest Black mattresses. You get the way low Hasseless price on all Beautyrest mattresses, plus a free adjustable base, plus free memory foam pillows, plus free next day delivery, plus employee-free, hassle-free showrooms. Not just on Black Friday, but every day now through December 2nd. Get a Queen Beautyrest Elm Cove A mattress. Other stores sell it for $1,650, but our Black Friday Plus price is just $794, plus free adjustable base, plus free memory foam pillows, plus free next day delivery, and a great night's sleep for way less. Bust down our door for Beautyrest Black Friday Plus through December 2nd at Hasseless Mattress. Open 9 to 9. Find an employee-free showroom near you at hasseless.com.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns, it's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us here on What's on Tap. And next, we're going to find out about Kato Candy IPA. Yeah, a very special beer. But right now, we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center. Here is Jessica Gatso.
Thanks, Sandy. A man is arrested in Kenosha for distributing child pornography. 45-year-old Julio Nieto Gutierrez faces 10 counts of possession of child porn for uploading materials from January through August. He's also a wanted felon for theft and parole violations in Arizona. ICE has placed a detainer on him for being in the country illegally. One woman died in a crash on I-41 in Menominee Falls today. Police say an SUV struck the end of a semi-trailer just before noon as the semi was slowing down in the southbound lanes near Highway 145. The 47-year-old woman driving the SUV died at the scene. City of Milwaukee residents have a few more weeks to rake up leaves for pickup. The Department of Public Works is extending the deadline to November 30th since many trees haven't dropped all their leaves yet. Leaves, garden trimmings, and weeds should be raked to the curb lane, away from sewer grates, storm drains, and low-hanging trees. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ time saver traffic. We're still looking at a crash on the exit to Hampton Avenue. That's on 4145 northbound. And still delays lingering on 94 westbound, mostly between 27th and just past American Family Field. Taking a look at the WTMJ forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 38. On Friday, sunny, breezy, and mild, a high of 58. Saturday, partly cloudy, breezy, and mild with a slight chance for a shower towards the evening, a high of 64. Sunday, mostly sunny, breezy, and back to cooler temperatures, a high of 46. Monday, partly cloudy skies, a high of 43. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, a high of 44. Right now in Madison, it's 44 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 45. In Waukesha, it's 43. And in Milwaukee, it's 45 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 6:33.
They were talking about doing a few things to spruce up their home, and I knew where they were coming from. Sometimes you don't even realize it, but then it hits you. You've had the same look in your home forever. And that's why Jan and Bob came to see me. And I told them they came to the right place. Because here, you'll find a bunch of choices to spruce up your home for less. They had a stone fireplace with empty walls on either side. I suggested glass shelves. She hated their old bathtub, so I showed her our glass shower door displays. They had kind of a small living room, so I thought strip mirrors would really open it up. And after we priced out my suggestions, they were surprised at the bottom line. Wait till they see their home after we're through. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Less's Glass. Less's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lessglassservice.com.
I know why you continue to live in pain. It's because you don't believe anything can be done to help. Maybe you bought into something and you've been burned before. I mean, your skepticism, it's understandable. This is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas, and here we use powerful, anti-inflammatory, and cushioning pharmacological medicines to ease your pain. They're FDA approved, and most medical insurance is going to pay for our treatments, including Medicare and Medicaid. And that's the litmus test. Because if insurance has shown to cover the cost of many of our patients' treatments, you can be sure it's valid medicine. It's not a biological treatment considered experimental, or some new gimmick that's trying to hook you. The Rejuvenex approach to pain relief is legitimate. It helps to alleviate pain in shoulders, hips, elbows, and knees. And from what we've seen, it gives people a new lease on their lives.
Alleviate your pain, rejuvenate your life.
Call today, and there's a good chance we'll see you tomorrow.
Oh boy, this is going to be a really great show. Talking about Experience Wisconsin, on this week's show, we will head south of the city to two incredible places. First off, Kenosha. I really love Kenosha, grew up not far from there. So much to do along the water, so much to do as we approach the holidays. We will also feature O&H Danish Bakery in Racine. Oh, one of my favorite places. It's Experience Wisconsin, the best our state has to offer, Saturdays at 1 o'clock. I hope you'll join us right here on 620 WTMJ.
Get 2 mattresses for the price of 1.
Whoa, what are you doing?
We don't do sales at Penny Mustard.
I know.
So how can we offer 2 mattresses for the price of 1?
Because with a flippable, 2-sided foam or coil mattress from Penny Mustard, it's like having 2 mattresses for the price of 1.
You'll give each side more time to breathe.
And your mattress will last twice as long.
See? 2 for 1.
2-sided mattresses, available every day at Penny Mustard Furnishings.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
What's on Tap is sponsored by Visit Milwaukee, handcrafted, homegrown, world-class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. And that unusual music is by a sculptor known as Izumi Kato, a Japanese sculptor who you might have seen some of his artwork as part of Sculpture Milwaukee the past year and a half. And the sculptor is now, I think we could say, a craft brewer. With me in the studio is Sculpture Milwaukee's Executive Director, John Riepenhoff. And John, do the honors. Tell everybody about this brand new craft beer that is a truly creative collaboration.
Thanks for having me, Sandy. So we've got a new Kato Candy IPA, and it's a collaboration between Untitled Art Beverage out of near Madison, Wisconsin, the Beer Endowment, which is a project I've been running since 2014 that basically brings more visibility, like your show, to arts in Wisconsin and around the world. And Sculpture Milwaukee, which is the arts organization which the sales of this beer will benefit. And then Izumi Kato, who, as you said, is a really kind of a world-famous artist, painter, sculptor, musician, does a lot of different mediums. And we were privileged enough to debut a new piece of Izumi's right at the end of Wisconsin Avenue near the De Souvero sculpture, near the Art Museum and Museum Center Park. And this piece was up for 2 summers, and it just came down. But right at the tail end of that, we were able to create this commemorative version of his artwork. It's also like the original artwork. It's paint on aluminum. So his original over 9-foot sculpture, which were these aluminum cast boulders with hand-painted kind of a figurative form on there, this bright colored shape.
I would say colors, pink and blue and green and whites. It is a multi-color, and to me it goes well. We've seen so much of the Northern Lights lately. It reminds me of that and being close to the lakefront. So to know that you can transform the essence of his sculpture that was part of Sculpture Milwaukee for so long onto, like you said, paint on aluminum as this label. The can itself, John, is a collector's item.
Yeah, we hope
it's a work of art.
I really think so too. They did a really great job of creating a really beautiful image on the camera or on the can. So,
but you're collaborating directly with Izumi Kato. Like, this isn't like, hey, can we just take some pictures of your art and put it on a can? Like, he's been involved in this process.
Yeah, in some ways, this started almost 2 years ago when Izumi came and visited Milwaukee. It was wintertime, and we shared some beers, and we gave him the Milwaukee hosting style, and he at that time he had agreed to present his artwork here. And we were trying to think about ways to amplify and kind of distribute. So, Sculpture Milwaukee prints out maps every year for wayfinding to find where our sculptures can be found downtown. And we thought, what better way to share this piece and the work that Sculpture Milwaukee does. Sculpture Milwaukee is really unique in North America as far as a really showing contemporary art, rotating exhibition on the streets of downtown Milwaukee. We've had over 40 sculptures up on the streets of Milwaukee this year, and like Izumi's, we commission new work, we put it up, and then oftentimes it's sold and it comes down and it goes to other permanent public spaces.
That's impressive because you just said you commission work, so that means, for example, Izumi Kato's sculpture was the world premiere here in Wisconsin.
It was the world premiere, and
I don't think people realize that. I think sometimes people think they're traveling sculptures, but to know that we're getting it first and that you have these relationships with artists around the world.
Yep.
Because I love local art, but to also know that we can get exposed to international artists, and those international artists can get exposed to Wisconsin artists.
Yeah, and so Izumi's piece is going to be shown in Tokyo and outside of a museum in Tokyo next. So that's it's pretty exciting that we get to see work here. That's part of a really international art conversation. And so beyond that platform of using the streets of downtown Milwaukee, we estimate over 3 million people got to see Izumi's sculpture while it was up in Milwaukee.
And you're making Milwaukee a tourist destination for art lovers by being this involved in the art community. We're going to talk more about the flavor of the beer and how you can get your hands on it. And if you know people in some of the United States, some of the 28 states that this beer will be available, you can tell them to pick this up. I'm with John Riepenhoff, Executive Director of Sculpture Milwaukee, and now craft brewer as well. Stay with us on What's on Tap.
At Kinet Mortgage, Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
Flimsy, feeble, flaccid. That's how you can describe most pre-approval letters these days because most banks still issue pre-approval letters without actually verifying your income, employment, or down payment. That's the exact opposite of an Accunet rock-solid, fully verified and guaranteed pre-approval, where we put a $2,000 guarantee behind the fact the seller can actually rely on the terms of your pre-approval and offer. With Accunet, there's also a possibility of issuing a property-specific pre-approval with as little as a 10% down payment that includes the magic words, "no appraisal required." That's right, Accunet may be able to issue your pre-approval without needing an appraisal. That's the kind of certainty that can help a seller say yes to your offer. Sure, you can try competing with a flimsy bank pre-approval, or you can click on the blue button at Accunet.com and get started with the pre-approval listing agents and sellers recognized as the best in the business. That's ACCUNET.com.
Celebrate the spirit of the season in the Milwaukee Theater District. Experience these beloved classics: Milwaukee Ballet's The Nutcracker, Milwaukee Rep's A Christmas Carol, and don't miss Broadway favorites like How the Grinch Stole Christmas and The Pigeon Gets a Big Time Holiday Extravaganza. Savor Milwaukee's culinary scene, from James Beard recognized restaurants and classic supper clubs to cozy outdoor seating under holiday lights. Make it a getaway. Stay in a hotel that feels just like home. Make plans today at visitmilwaukee.org.
With all the positive Google reviews continuing to pour in for Richlawn's Tire and Service Centers, we want you to know we appreciate you.
You were due for service, we delivered, and then you went the extra mile and wrote a few kind words about the service you experienced.
Yeah, thank you so much. Michael, Glenn, Jeff, Lisa, Carol, Jason, John,
Wait,
Michelle,
hang on a
Ryan.
second, Dad. As fun as it may be to name every single person who's ever left us a Google review, there just isn't enough time. We get 60 seconds, and I'd say we've got about 28 left.
Ah, good point, Courtney.
Listen, we appreciate every last one of you for helping us maintain a nearly 5-star Google rating. And we're going to keep on shooting for the stars, especially when it comes to providing top-notch auto repair service.
Yep, and remember, be safe, buckle up, and hey, always make sure you've got good tread on your tires. Peter, Bruce, Samantha, Kimberly, Nick, Heather,
Oh,
Marissa,
Dad.
George, Jeremy, Diane, Brad,
Looking for a fun and meaningful way to kick off the holiday season? Join us for the 20th anniversary of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive, Saturday, December 13th at the Kasmeric Center in Grafton. This free, family-friendly event is a celebration of giving. Bring a new, unwrapped toy and help brighten the holidays for children and families in need across Wisconsin. To learn more or get involved, visit kidstokidstoydrive.com and join us on December 13th in Grafton.
What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx is back on WTMJ.
This show is called What's on Tap. So when you find out there is a collaboration between Sculpture Milwaukee, a Japanese artist named Izumi Kato, and Untitled Art, one of our Wisconsin breweries, I had to know more about this beer that is going to be launched officially tomorrow at Bernhardt's in Bayview. So I have Sculpture Milwaukee's executive director, John Riepenhoff, in the studio with me. And John, for this Kato candy, which if you look up Izumi Kato, it looks like Kato, which reminds me of Inspector Clouseau. So I thought it was Kato candy at first, but then I got the impression that there's a very popular beer that Untitled Art has called Cotton Candy IPA. Thus, Kato candy. I get the pun. But so tell me about the flavor.
Exactly. So this is an evolution from their really cult favorite cotton candy IPA. And honestly, this beer, it's remarkably tastes like cotton candy. So it's a really
and that's going to pique people's curiosity anyway.
Yeah. It's really high-end ingredients and really great hop profile. And, you know, when you pour it and drink it, if you close your eyes, you can kind of imagine yourself eating cotton candy. But part of it is like Izumi is a super popular artist, and he's done collaborations. Thanks for playing his music on the show with record album artworks, different toy manufacturers. He's made a lot of like collaborative, almost pop art objects, and we thought that would be really nice to kind of think about do a play on words with his name and do a Kato Candy IPA.
Does he like it? Does he get the joke?
Well, there's some on the way to Japan right now as we speak. So his studio, Izumi and his studio and his gallery, his global galleries were really, really supportive of the project, and they've been promoting it. So as you mentioned earlier, we've got, I think, 28 to 30 states that this is going to be, that Untitled Art is distributed in. And then beyond that, we're getting some global attention on this. We were getting, I think yesterday there was a article in Estonia about this project. So it's really fun that, beer has been a long time Milwaukee export, and it's nice to have art kind of occupy some of that space culturally and commercially.
Well, and for, beer brings people together when you're having a pop with some friends, and art brings people together. It can create conversations, and to see a beautiful can that's got these vibrant colors on the shelf, that's going to be eye-catching. But to know that this will be on the shelf in some other states, and they're going to go, wait, Milwaukee? Oh, cool. A beer, and they're artful. This is turning on other people to let them know that Milwaukee really is a creative community for flavors and for visual arts.
There's a little map of downtown Milwaukee on the
box, on the 4-pack.
And it
Fantastic.
It shows where some wayfinding for art is there. So yeah, this definitely checks a bunch of cultural and entertainment boxes for me. And beer is a big part of our art openings and events in Milwaukee, and it can bring people together. And for me, a beer is about sharing it with others, and also, it takes a lot to get somebody into an art gallery or a museum, but the beers, not only do they have the artwork image on the cans, but there's a story of Sculpture Milwaukee and art. So we're hoping that we can welcome more people into the pleasures of art through bars and restaurants and
through having a sip. Artists of Flavor, Untitled Art is the brewing company, and tomorrow, 4:00, get there early at Bernhardt's in Bayview. That is the official launch party, and you will be there, John. You're going to be laying down some vinyl. You're playing the music of Izumi Kato, which I think is a wonderful touch to the launch party.
Yep, I'll be joined with local DJs Andy Positive, who's got a show on River West Radio, and The Nile, who's a preparator at the Milwaukee Art Museum. So we've got a lot of big hitters, cultural authors here DJing, and we hope that people can come join us. And as you said, there's a bunch of swag, and the debut, taste the beer yourself.
I was just going to say, if a cotton candy IPA has you curious, this is the time to drink it. And remember, encourage your friends around the country to look for Kato Candy IPA, because a portion of the sales go to help Sculpture Milwaukee thrive here. And what's the website? Because there's a product locator on it. You can just type in your zip code and see what's around. Drinkuntitled.com?
I believe that's right. Yeah.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Truly, I just typed in my zip code. I got 32 places where I can either pick some up or go, 41 places, pick some up or go drink it. So check it out. Kato Candy IPA. John Riepenhoff from Sculpture Milwaukee, thank you so much for truly elevating Milwaukee in our flavor profile, but also around the country and around the world to make Milwaukee an arts destination.
Thanks for having me, Sandy. Really happy to be here.
Oh, good. It's my pleasure. And I want to have you back so I can find out what Sculpture Milwaukee's other plans are for the year ahead in 2026. I have to imagine you've got some creative ideas and plans bubbling.
Absolutely. Yeah, I look forward to having more conversation with you here.
See you again soon. John Riepenhoff of Sculpture Milwaukee. And the song you need to hear is next. It is a legendary 80s hit by Thomas Dolby, who's going to be at Shank Hall Sunday, sharing his music and memories from that awesome decade. The song you need to hear, sponsored by Flanners Home Entertainment. Visit them at flanners.com. At Flanners, music matters. Sound advice at the best price. Just press play.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Anyway,
now through Wednesday, save on 3-ounce can McCormick Black Pepper, $3.99. 0.77 to 2.12 ounce selected varieties McCormick Grinders, 2 for $4. 29 to 30 ounce selected varieties Libby's Pumpkin, $3.99. 19.5 to 34 ounce selected varieties Sara Lee Fruit or Cream Pies, $4.99. 10 to 54 count selected varieties Hefty Plates, Bowls, Storage, or Freezer Bags, 2 for $5.
And now time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
That's too over the top.
With free groceries from Century Foods.
Forget it. I'll handle the rest.
Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
Time out on the field. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, a whole house of new windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 6 years.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no extra interest.
And unlike opponents, Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin actually stops the drafts.
Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 11/30/2025.
The countdown is on. Black Friday is almost here at Fox World Travel, and the travel deals are better than ever. Get ready to explore the world with our top partners, including Viking, Globus, Delta Vacations, and Insight Vacations. Whether you're dreaming of European river cruises, tropical getaways, or guided land tours, we've got something for every kind of traveler. Visit foxworldtravel.com or call 866-GO-FOX-GO to get on our list for when these savings go live.
Why wait for Black Friday when you can save every day? Hassleless Mattress is bringing back Black Friday Plus, now through December 2nd on all Beautyrest World Class, and Beautyrest Black mattresses. Get a Queen Beautyrest Elm Cove A mattress. Others sell it for $1,650, but our Black Friday Plus price is just $794, plus free adjustable base, plus free memory foam pillows, plus free next day delivery, and a great night's sleep. Find an employee-free showroom near you at hassleless.com.
Hey, this is WTMJ Steve Scavini here to talk about my brand new show, WTMJ Outdoors. This week, Paul Smith, outdoors editor of the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, joins us talking about gun deer hunting. It's coming up, opening weekend, not too far away. And how about a preview of the boat show? All things Wisconsin outdoors. Join us every Saturday, 2 to 3, right here on 620 WTMJ.
It's WTMJ Outdoors, presented by Outdoor Living Unlimited. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx. And now, feast your ears. This is the song you need to hear.
Most blokes are going to be playing at 10. These go to 11.
Thomas Dolby, the man who blinded us with science with his hit song in 1982. Thomas Dolby's going to be at Shank Hall Sunday, and his 1982 smash, She Blinded Me with Science, it really did make synth pop history. It's a top 5 hit, and that is a real scientist. Dr. Magnus Pike is shouting, "Science!" Thomas Dolby is really cool. He has continued to create. He has scored films. He created some of the early cell phone ringtones, and he's even been the music director for TED Talks. So expect a really cool night of behind-the-scenes stories and some quirky electronic magic from one of pop's true inventors. Thomas Dolby, live at Shank Hall Sunday night. He will play this song, the song you need to hear, She Blinded Me with Science. It's sponsored by Flanners Home Entertainment. Visit them at flanners.com. At Flanners Music Matters. Sound advice at the best price. Just press play.
She blinded me with science. Fell
277CV and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
Does music matter to you? Flanders Home Entertainment wants to help you have the best music experience at home. They've got high-quality products, the best prices, and high-fidelity expertise for the best sound in and outside your home. Now is a great time to shop Flanders with our Music Matters sale event. All speakers, all amplifiers, receivers, turntables, CD players, music streamers, and accessories are on sale. Visit Flanders Home Entertainment today in West Allis, Grafton, or at Flanders.com. Sound advice at the best price. Flanders. Just press play.
So how is that possible? 1.9% real estate commission? There must be something you're not telling me.
I hear that a lot. The truth is, everybody could do it, but they choose not to because folks keep paying more than they have to. I guess they just haven't heard yet that Century 21 Benefit Realty can make that 1.9% real estate commission promise on the sale of your home and stick to it. So I'd like to think that's going to make your decision easy. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated. You only get one chance to make a first impression, and that goes double for your home listing, because that's how you're going to get the most value. By having a customized marketing plan specific to your property with professional photos, global marketing, and the built-in experience that Century 21 Benefit Realty has brought to the table since 2004. And being joined with Century 21 just makes all of the above stand out that much more. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
Heart disease won't stop us. Diabetes won't slow us down. Allergies, high blood pressure, shoulder pain, cancer. Nothing will keep us from pushing Wisconsin ahead. Because with the Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin Health Network, forward progress is what we stand for. That means always pushing and always innovating. With new technologies and breakthrough treatments that make life better, whether we're sick or well. It means providing more convenience and more ways to receive medical excellence for all your health needs, for big and small. It means being there for you, our family, caring for yours. So let's keep raising the bar. Let's keep testing the limits of what medicine can do. Let's push ahead and make life here as great as it can be. Visit Freighter.com to find out how.
Trusted, relevant, locally owned, locally programmed. We are Wisconsin's radio station. News Radio 620, WTMJ Milwaukee.
At 7 o'clock, it's 44 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 38. Friday, sunny, breezy, and mild, a high of 58. From the WTMJ Breaking News Center, I'm Jessica Gatso. House Speaker Mike Johnson says the chamber will likely take a vote next week on releasing the Jeffrey Epstein files. But Johnson adds the vote will be on a resolution that would need to be signed by President Trump. Epstein's associate Ghislaine Maxwell, now seeking a pardon from the president, is discounting reports that say Trump spent time at Epstein's house with Virginia Giuffre, who committed suicide earlier this year. More than 70 people were treated for chemical burns and exposure to ammonia following a big chemical spill outside Oklahoma City. ABC's Trevor Alt.
It's created a really dire situation. We heard from so many people who ran literally for their lives, who said afterwards that they felt like they were going to die. One man told the Associated Press, he described the person he was staying with, said that his lips had turned purple and were frozen shut, that all of his skin was red, because that's the seriousness of these chemical burns, where you're talking about dozens of people who need treatment.
Police say a tanker truck parked outside a hotel was leaking, calling it likely an accident. Deciding by December whether to run for governor, Greater Milwaukee Committee President Joel Brennan is seriously considering a run for the state's top office. He tells Wisconsin's Midday News.
I think that I have things on my resume that make me capable and qualified to do the job. It is the most public job application, and you need to have people know more about you, and I am not well known around the state. A lot of what I have done has been without a lot of fanfare, and I think that's part of who I am, and part of this is stepping into that and trying to embrace that, and that's the other thing that I kind of got to wrestle with here.
Brennan served as Secretary of the Department of Administration for 3 years under Governor Tony Evers. A provision in the U.S. Senate bill to end the government shutdown would essentially ban hemp sales nationwide. Hemp advocates across Wisconsin are pushing back, as the legislation would close hundreds of businesses and cut thousands of jobs. Batch is a hemp brand based in the Milwaukee area. Co-founder Dennis McTriachi tells WTMJ's Point Taken.
$28 billion industry. There's thousands of farms growing hemp across the country. You know, it's very rare that we have a new crop available for farmers, and this was one of them, and they've invested a lot in this. That is now taken away. There's new manufacturing businesses, and then, of course, brands like Batch all across the country.
The hemp industry is hoping to change some of the language in the bill over the next year. Measles cases in the U.S. and Canada are on the rise. Chief Health Policy Advisor for Milwaukee County, Dr. Ben Weston, tells Wisconsin's Midday News how residents can prevent measles from spreading.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredibly contagious. So an infected person can spread it to 9 out of 10 unvaccinated individuals they come in contact with. But it's important to remember it's also preventable. Just 2 doses of the vaccine is nearly 100% effective in preventing the disease, but these vaccine rates have been slipping.
Dr. Weston says all 36 measles cases in Wisconsin have come from individuals who were not vaccinated. The Ability Center is one step closer to building the first universally inclusive park in the nation, right here in Milwaukee County. Founder and CEO Damian Buchman tells Wisconsin's Midday News big plans are underway thanks to a grant from Buckstar Giannis Antetokounmpo and GE Healthcare.
It's the first universally inclusive baseball field that will also include basketball hoops, pickleball courts. It's big enough to do wheelchair softball, Miracle League baseball with our partner with the YMCA, but also quad rugby and wheelchair lacrosse and wheelchair football.
The project will break ground in Wauwatosa in spring. Sports traffic and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time is 7:04.
We work on hydronic heating, inside and out. A whole home radiating hydronic system that heat the inside of your home and your floors, or under your driveway, porch, or patio to do a snow melt, could be one of the best investments you'll ever make. Call Quality for whole home radiating hydronic heating ideas that turn freezy cats into happy campers.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. You'll find that the licensed and certified electricians from Quality are top-notch. We've been around for over 60 years, so expect nothing but the best. And here's the kicker. With over 60 vehicles out there on the roads, you're not going to have to wait very long at all for the electrical service you need now. This is Anthony Zanevsky. For all your residential electrical needs, call Quality.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
You know that display in the bookstore of employees' top picks?
With the little cards and handwritten reviews.
Well, if Penny Mustard had a top pick section, it would feature the Dane bedroom.
My card would say, smoking hot. You'll feel more sophisticated with the Dane bedroom in your home.
My review would read, the perfect balance of iron and wood makes the Dane bedroom stand out from the rest.
And mine would say, I find this compelling, beautifully written tale to be both haunting and rollicking, gritty yet sensitive, crackling with pitch-perfect phrasing. A triumph. I only wish it had more pictures.
Anyway, the Dane bedroom's clean, crisp lines match any decor.
With forever tight bed brackets and drawer bottoms strong enough to stand on.
Wow, I can't wait to see the film adaptation.
The Dane bedroom with king floating panel bed, 8-drawer dresser, mirror, and 3-drawer nightstand, starting at $82.48 at Penny Mustard.
Showrooms in Milwaukee and Chicago.
PennyMustard.com.
Better versions of what people want.
Penny Mustard Furnishing.
Time for a WTMJ sports update from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All sports desk. Packers head coach Matt LaFleur says it's highly unlikely that injured center Elgton Jenkins returns this season.
It's a shame because, he was one of the first guys we drafted when I got here, and just been through a lot with him, and obviously a lot of great moments, and it's a shame because he's one of our real leaders on our team.
Sean Ryan expected to take over as the starter when the Packers visit the New York Giants on Sunday. The NBA's in-season tournament the last 3 years has helped boost viewership and attendance. That's according to Bucks president and CEO Peter Fagan.
You know, the most important thing is it has value both for the viewer and the players have taken it seriously. You know, there's real cash to win and real competitive nature against all the teams in all the divisions.
Milwaukee won the NBA Cup last season. The Bucks continue group play Friday night against the Hornets. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Looks like that rush hour traffic is finally clearing up. Still just one crash on the exit to Hampton Avenue from 4145 North that is pulled over to the shoulder. Taking a look at the WTMJ 5-day forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 38. Friday, sunny, breezy, and mild, a high of 58. Saturday, partly cloudy, still breezy and mild with a slight chance for a shower towards the evening, a high of 64. Sunday, mostly sunny, breezy, and temperatures cool back down, a high of 46. Monday, partly cloudy, a high of 43. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, a high of 44. And right now in Milwaukee, it's 44 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News Time is 7:08.
Your need-to-know cultural snapshot of Wisconsin and beyond. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. A deep dive into all things intriguing, riveting, and entertaining. Now, here's your host, Sandy Maxx.
Thanks for hanging out with me for this second hour of What's on Tap. You're going to get your chance to show me how smart you are with some sample questions to warm you up for our Capco Kids to Kids Trivia Showdown nights. And I have a personal invitation for you to join me for big fun this time next Thursday at a tequila tasting at the Original Botanas Mexican restaurant. So lots of fun ahead in this hour. And right now, joining me live in the studio, a trio of musically talented ladies. Welcome back to What's on Tap. First, Milwaukee Community Orchestra co-founder and music director, Marjorie Deutsch. Marjorie, how are you?
Great to be here, Sandy.
I'm going to get you to lean closer to that microphone.
I will.
There we go. I know you're not a singer. You're more of a musician than a singer.
I'm a singer, too.
Are you now?
I am.
Legit. What are all the instruments that you play?
I play flute, was my main instrument growing up, and piano, and a little bit of violin and percussion, and, I dabbled. But flute and voice were my majors in college.
Oh, and what are alto, soprano, baritone?
Mezzo.
Okay.
A baritone.
I threw that in to see if you were paying attention.
I am a baritone now.
And also, welcome back, Associate Conductor Carrie Krenzler. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good. Rattle off all the instruments that you play.
I am also a flute player in recovery. So I started with flute. I play violin. I was a band director, so
she plays everything.
I have hidden talents.
Okay, well that's three of us. I am a recovering flute player as well.
Oh my gosh, we need to start a trio right now.
I was first and second chair for a time there in middle and school, so I'm proud of that. I still have my medals. Remember when we used to do all those competitions and we would get medals?
You need to come to one of our rehearsals. You would love it.
I truly would. The community orchestra. And then the third talented lady is WTMJ's Jessica Gatso. And Jessica, you are part of the Milwaukee Community Orchestra. And what instrument do you play?
I play oboe. Now, I will say I desperately wanted to be a flute player in middle school, but it didn't quite work out.
I had your coveted second chair.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Everybody wants to play flute.
And the oboe is incredibly difficult. It's a double reed instrument. Like, it has that reputation for being one of the more challenging instruments to play. I'm looking at the conductor and
Oboe is definitely.
I tried.
The reeds are a whole nother animal.
That's just going to say, I tried oboe for a time in my flute playing years, and I would crack the reeds all the time because they were so delicate.
It's a lot of pressure in your face and your head.
Your embouchure.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
I'm telling you. I wasn't a full-on band kid, but yes, I have the music. My parents were very encouraging. Then I shifted more into dance. Is which way I went. So, Jessica, we will get your perspective on a couple of the concerts that are coming up. But I wanted to start this conversation. Marjorie, you are part of something very special on Sunday, stepping out of the community orchestra world, and you are part of the Violins of Hope performance at the Bradley Symphony Center with Milwaukee Youth Symphony Orchestra on Sunday as a guest conductor. Congratulations on that honor. How did you get involved?
Well, I was the music director of the Maiso Senior Symphony for 34 years. So they're just inviting me back to do part of the concert with them, with actually a Maiso alum who's playing the viola solo on Bloch Suite Hebraïque, which is a beautiful, profound, moving prayer for viola and orchestra. So it's like a homecoming for me.
That's wonderful. And that's Wendy Richmond you're talking about.
Is.
And so that is, and she's internationally acclaimed.
She plays all over the place. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And what piece are you conducting?
The Bloch Suite Hebraique, which means Hebraic suite, kind of a Hebrew suite. And the first movement is very free. It's kind of like a prayer. And then there's processional, and, and it ends actually in a major key, thank the Lord, because it's kind of a dark and lonely piece when you're asking God for whatever you're praying about.
Well, in Violins of Hope, for those who aren't familiar with it, these are stringed instruments, mostly violins, but other stringed instruments that were rescued from the Holocaust. These are instruments that Jewish people lost through that journey and have been recovered and restored to the level that they can be performed.
It's a very profound, it's very moving, and it's very important that everybody witness this. So a lot of the students in the youth orchestra are playing on these instruments, which is amazing.
How many, do you know an idea?
Well, there are 25 instruments here, I believe, and they're all over Milwaukee. I know Carrie's been working as a docent for some of these events where you can actually learn the stories of the instruments and who they belong to and how they ended up.
Now, Violins of Hope Wisconsin is really doing it right with months of different programs with different organizations all the way through January. It's really impressive to get this message
Linda
out.
Edelstein, who's the executive director of MISO, worked on this project for nearly 10 years.
I didn't realize it was that long.
To make it. She had this idea, and it just took we're the only youth orchestra, they're the only youth orchestra in America that has this project.
That's impressive. Yeah. That's impactful. How has the mission of Violins of Hope Wisconsin affected how you've approached conducting this piece?
It just, for me, I get up there and I'm with these amazingly talented high school students, and I just go inside the music and try to help them feel it and deliver it. Accompanying a concerto, especially with viola, because viola is a difficult instrument to accompany. Because it's not real high, It's like it does, like a violin. It's not going to pop out of the texture, so they have to be super sensitive to balance, and it's actually quite a complicated piece. And they're doing amazing. So
that's going to be an impressive afternoon. It is Sunday at the Bradley Symphony Center. The Violins of Hope performance with the Milwaukee Youth Symphony Orchestra, the Senior Symphony.
Correct, and a very varied and interesting program. Including Michael Tilson Thomas's The Diary of Anne Frank, with a young actress, a ninth grader actually, whose mom was my student. So there's a lot of connections. She's a MISO alum, and she's a brilliant actress and narrator. And they're playing works by rabbis, and it's quite wonderful.
What an event. Violinsofhopewisconsin.org is the website. And I will tell you, on the website, as I scroll down, it says online sales end tomorrow. And so you got to get in on this. You could get shut out if this sounds interesting. Jump on this because it's a very unique event.
At the beautiful Bradley Symphony Center.
It's gorgeous in there. I'm with Marjorie Deutsch. That is the voice of the Milwaukee Community Orchestra co-founder and music director, and also Carrie Krenzler, associate conductor, and WTMJ's Jessica Gatso, a member of the Milwaukee Community Orchestra. Yay. And ladies, you have news of your own to share.
So much.
About the inaugural concert of the Milwaukee Community String Orchestra in just a couple of weeks. We'll find out more next on What's on Tap.
Here's a penny for your thoughts. There's about 11,000 tire-related crashes every year.
Mostly due to driving around on underinflated, beat-up, worn-out tires with low tread.
A couple of clicks at richlands.com will get you scheduled for a free tire tread test.
But if you're pressed for time, there's an old trick we use in the tire industry that'll tell you if you need tires.
And that's free, too.
My dad showed me, who learned it from his dad, who learned it from someone else way back in 1964.
Ah, yes. The old penny test.
Yep, just place a penny head first.
As in upside down.
Into the groove of your tire. Now, if you can see the top of Lincoln's head, you're due for tires.
And hey, if the free penny test frazzles you, book an appointment at richlands.com.
If your tires are good,
no harm, no foul, because it won't cost you a penny. Be safe, buckle up, and hang. Always make sure you've got good tread on your tires. I'm Brett Matchke with Richlands. You're
due for service.
Such a refreshing change. Richlands.
Hey there, I'm Sandy Maxx at WTMJ with an incredible career opportunity for you or someone you know. My friends at Three Pillars Senior Living Communities in beautiful Dousman, Wisconsin, they are hiring caregivers for residents in their memory care community. You can make a difference in the lives of others, assisting residents with their daily activities on the gorgeous campus at Three Pillars. And it's such a positive, friendly vibe. Their core values at Three Pillars are respect, commitment, fulfillment, empathy, and fun. And this is a place you could work part-time or full-time. The pay rate is between $20 and $23 per hour. You could get more based on experience and shifts. Get the info and apply at threepillars.org.
WTMJ Steve Scafidi here. Year-end tax planning can sound daunting, but it doesn't have to be. Let's review what tasks you'll need to prioritize and what might require attention in an Annex Wealth Management webinar with CEO Dave Spano, Director of Financial Planning Eric Strom, and yours truly. Join us Tuesday, November 18, 2025 at 1 p.m. to get all the insights you need to close out the year strong. Register now. Click the events button at annexwealth.com to save your free spot. That's annexwealth.com. Click events to register today.
Tune in to Wisconsin's Midday News with Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty.
Milwaukee County leaders moving forward with the budget for 2026. The County Board of Supervisors approving the $1.3 billion spending plan.
Bringing you the latest in news, sports, traffic, and weather.
A state legislative committee unanimously orders an audit of the Department of Public Instruction's handling of misconduct allegations.
Every weekday from noon until 3 p.m. Only on WTMJ. This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
All smiles here in the WTMJ studio as I have a trio of musical women with me. Milwaukee Community Orchestra co-founder and music director Marjorie Deutsch, associate conductor Carrie Krenzler, and maybe surprisingly to you, WTMJ's Jessica Gatso, an oboist with the Milwaukee Community Orchestra. And I say it's all smiles here. What did we just hear, ladies?
Oh, the whole St. Paul Suite coming up on our inaugural concert.
This is a big deal. The last
Very
time you were
exciting.
here, you had announced Milwaukee Community String Orchestra coming together. What is the Milwaukee Community String Orchestra?
Well, we had such a huge waiting list for people wanting to get into the orchestra that one of our solutions was to create another orchestra because, that's
We
what
don't have
normal,
anything.
sane people decide to do, right? Yeah. And so we started
But
this.
if the demand is there,
Yeah,
and it
that's
was.
wonderful.
And we are really meeting a community need. And so we have about 50 string players who meet Monday nights at Shorewood High School between 7 and 9:30 p.m. And we get together and we play standard string repertoire, and it's fabulous. I think our youngest is maybe 18 or 19, and our oldest is somewhere in the 70s. So it's a great cross section. It's a great community, and there's just so much joy. There's just so much joy in those rehearsals.
And the process to become part of the Milwaukee Community Orchestra or the Milwaukee Community String Orchestra, how does one get involved if they're like, I haven't played for a while, but gosh, that sounds wonderful?
Well, you go to our website, mkeorg.org, and you click the Join Us button, and you can sign up, and that's it. There's no auditions. It's no pressure. You come and you be a member of our great sections, and you play. And there are people who have come to us who have played maybe like one or two notes in the concert, and then 3 years down the line, they're playing 50% of the notes. And then the next year they're playing 60, and they just keep going, and it comes back. It's like riding a bike.
It's lifelong learning, and it's so welcoming. And Jessica, your sister is also a musician. She's part of the Milwaukee Community String Orchestra. What does she play, and what has her experience been?
Yeah, Emily plays violin. She's usually with me in the original orchestra, but her college schedule has said otherwise this semester.
Sure.
So she, it came just in perfect timing for her to hop onto the string orchestra for this first session. And she was telling me that she's really enjoying it. It kind of reminds her of high school because my high school had like separate bands and orchestra that rarely crossed paths. And she kind of joked. So she's like, oh, I can finally hear myself better without the winds in the background.
That is a solid point. I hadn't thought of that. So what is in store for the inaugural concert, for the debut coming up already Sunday, November 23rd? You must be very excited at the Milwaukee Youth Arts Center.
We are. We're very excited.
They sound great.
They do. They sound fabulous. And our program is very, very eclectic and very, very, I think, ear-pleasing. Wouldn't you agree?
I would indeed. We're playing Benjamin Britten, Simple Symphony, There's nothing simple about it, actually, but it's based on tunes he wrote when he was a child, which is why it's called a simple symphony. Then you heard the Holst St. Paul Suite, and we're playing a string symphony by Mendelssohn that he wrote when he was 14, because that's what he did when he was 14. And then, very special, we are playing the Bach double concerto for 2 violins, featuring the Milwaukee Community Orchestra's concertmaster, Paul Sokolsky, who's quite a brilliant talent.
Oh, my.
And another young violinist, Tony Perez, that I've known for decades. So the two of them together, it's quite a treat.
And it's affordable art. Not only is it community, all this local talent, but for $10,
yeah, you can't beat
you're
it.
going to get a wonderful afternoon of music. Circle your calendar, Sunday, November 23rd, a 3 o'clock performance, Milwaukee Youth Arts Center on Walnut Street, and you'll be one of the first to see the Milwaukee Community String Orchestra. That is very exciting.
It is.
And, well, you're not finished yet. The Milwaukee Community Orchestra, do you do concerts every season?
We do 3 concerts a season.
Fall, spring, summer.
With the big group. And then the string orchestra is just 2 concerts.
Well, the winter concert is coming.
Yes.
For the Milwaukee
Winter
Community.
is coming.
Winter is coming.
Yes. We will get a preview of that performance coming up on December 5th. Next on What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Some pizza places have changed their tune about using real mozzarella cheese, but not Marty's. We use only 100% real mozzarella cheese, and we wouldn't have it any other way, because quality matters. Oh, you can taste the difference. With 100% real mozzarella, there's elasticity. And even when it's cold, it's still delicious. Marty's Pizza, nothing but 100% fresh ingredients, and nothing but 100% real mozzarella cheese. We're easy to find at martyspizza.net.
Marty's Pizza. Do you remember when times were good? Well, they're good again. It's as good today as it was in the past. It doesn't get any better than that. Remember Marty's Pizza.
It's like you don't want to even do anything anymore. You lay in bed in the morning, putting off the pain. You put off your workouts. You put off your walks. And yard work, that's just not even an option anymore. As we speak, pain is taking away more and more from your life. And unless you take action, it's going to get worse. And that's no way to live. Not when there's a Rejuvenex clinic nearby. Because the power of Toradol, joined with the wonder of hyaluronic acid, can alleviate your pain. And it can allow you to start living your life again. This is Rejuvenex founder Richard Salinas. At as low as $65 per injection per joint, Rejuvenex treatments are affordable. They're FDA approved. And in many cases, our patients pay nothing at all, because insurance, including Medicare and Medicaid, pay for them. If your pain just won't go away, you should call Rejuvenex today.
Rejuvenex. Alleviate your pain. Rejuvenate your life.
Google reviews will tell you it's worth a try.
WTMJ's John Mercure here. I love my dogs, Bella and Baxter, an important part of our family. They're kind of like kids sometimes, and like kids, they weren't always listening, but I've got it figured out now. Thanks to Matt and his teams at Sit Means Sit Dog Training, our dogs are better behaved. They don't bark as much. They just listen better. They're happy, confident, obedient. Our house is a better house. Sit Means Sit Dog Training turned it around for us. Let them do the same for you. You can start with a free consultation. The website is sitmeanssitwaukesha.com. Sitmeanssitwaukesha.com.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Welcome back to What's on Tap. More grand music, and you can hear that song performed live by the Milwaukee Community Orchestra. In the studio with me from the Milwaukee Community Orchestra, the founder and music director, Marjorie Deutsch, and the associate conductor, Carrie Krenzler, and a member of the Milwaukee Community Orchestra, WTMJ's Jessica Gatso. We're going to hear you on oboe at the winter concert Friday, December 5th at Carroll University. Did you bop your head to that song just now? Are you familiar with that one?
Well, of course.
What is the name of the song that we just heard?
So that one is
in the bleak midwinter.
Yes.
But it's actually kind of a cheerful
not bleak.
arrangement. It's not bleak at all.
It didn't sound bleak. But so is that a challenging piece for you? Is it a joyful?
That's sort of a joyful winter, kind of getting into that holiday spirit piece. But there's definitely challenge in this program. That's for sure.
Is it in Frozen? I see that's on the program, the Disney classic.
Frozen's another sort of bringing us into winter piece, but I'd say the challenges are in the Shostakovich and the Gershwin.
Mm-hmm.
But they're fun challenges.
We always want to pick something that'll really help us grow. We want to challenge ourselves, and then we want to mix it with something that we can do really well, not with not that much difficulty. But this holiday music is really good. I think that Bells of Christmas medley is fantastic. So, and Frozen, I mean, bring the kids. Come on, everybody. Tell them to dress up.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It is a winter concert. So we do encourage these things. Carrie, what are some other things that you can encourage people for the winter concert on December 5th?
Well, they should buy tickets for sure.
That's true.
And those are available on our website, mkeorg.org. Tickets are $10 for this concert, too. So please come, bring children, bring everybody. This is a great, wonderful event. And we're actually out in Waukesha this time. We've expanded our audience area, I guess, and we're now out in Carroll College, and we're very excited to play on that beautiful stage. It's a gorgeous hall, and acoustically, it's just a fabulous place to be.
Oh, that certainly helps when the acoustics are good, so you can hear every single note. And like Jessica was just joking that her sister's like, hey, I can actually hear myself perform because the woodwinds aren't blaring in the back of my head. And to go see people in our community who are expressing themselves and connecting with the music and connecting with each other, it really is community.
And the fact that there are 150 people making music at the same moment is kind of witnessing a miracle. It's very unusual to have. It's way big. It's twice as big as most orchestras.
Well, and as conductors, each of you, yes, that is the magic in having that happen all at once together.
Really good, don't you think?
Absolutely.
I mean, everyone is just so excited about what we're doing. So.
And I think it's important to point out that these are people with day jobs.
Yeah.
And they're not professional or, semi-pro musicians. They're just people who played in high school and college, and they wanted to continue doing it.
And have a passion for it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that mix of people makes every rehearsal just such an interesting learning experience, learning from someone who maybe has a music major in your section or someone who hasn't picked up their instrument in several years or decades.
Mm-hmm. Right, and we have a lot of music educators in the orchestra, which is really great because it gives so much to everybody.
Oh, and again, it's community, so you can lean over and go, hey, if you try this, your fingering might go more fluidly, So it's wonderful. So Milwaukee Community Orchestra and the debut of the Milwaukee Community String Orchestra, which is also taking fresh members, mkeorch.org, mkeorg.org. Thank you so much for bringing music to people's lives, the people who are performing it, and also the people who can go see it.
Thank you, Sandy.
Marjorie Deutsch and Carrie Krenzler of Milwaukee Community Orchestra, and I have to say this, Milwaukee Community String Orchestra. Get it all in there. Thank you so much, and here's to some wonderful performances.
Thank you.
And now we go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center, WTMJ's Jessica Gatso.
Thanks, Sandy. An armed suspect is under arrest after a high-speed chase through 2 counties. Milwaukee police asked for help chasing a pickup truck on I-94 southbound Wednesday afternoon. The driver was a wanted felon considered armed and dangerous. Racine County deputies used tire deflation devices to stop the vehicle near Highway KR, closing the highway to make the arrest. They found several firearms in the truck. No one was injured during the chase. Milwaukee leaders are moving forward with a measure that would require transparency for fire safety standards in residential buildings. Under the proposed ordinance, landlords would have to tell their renters if the building is fully up to code or legally exempt. According to state law, apartment buildings built before 1974 are not required to have sprinklers. The ordinance was passed by the Public Safety and Health Committee. It now heads to the full Common Council. Milwaukee County Parks put up dozens of suicide prevention signs today. The locations were chosen using data from the Medical Examiner's Office and the Medical College of Wisconsin. Half of the signs are located along the lakefront. The signs read, "No judgment, just support," and include the number for the suicide crisis line, 988. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. Mostly clear on the roads at this point. No major incidents and no delays. And taking a look at the WTMJ forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, low of 38 degrees. Friday, sunny, breezy, and mild temperatures, a high of 58. Saturday, partly cloudy, still breezy and mild with a slight chance for a shower towards the evening, a high of 64. Sunday, mostly sunny and breezy, back to cooler temperatures, a high of 46. Monday, partly cloudy skies, a high of 43. Tuesday, mostly cloudy, a high of 44. Right now in Madison, it's 44 degrees. In Green Bay, it's 43. In Waukesha, it's 41. And in Milwaukee, it's 44 degrees. I'm Jessica Gatso, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 7:33.
The Previent Law Firm wanted to streamline their document printing. The firm's office manager, Chris Wilms.
And then I sat down with our rep, and he helped us find a better solution that would be cost-effective.
James Imaging Systems Managed Print Services Program. All your print technology bundled under one program that includes parts, supplies, and service, all for one low cost per print.
Right. A better solution to help us save money over the long term.
And there's flexibility should your business needs change.
Yes. So that, again, is where we get the value of our money to readjust it, to go and update our contracts.
Chris, sounds like you might be willing to recommend managed print services from James Imaging Systems to other businesses.
Oh, I definitely would tell them James Imaging.
James Imaging Systems, managed print services, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation. Call 262-781-7700. 262-781-7700. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Between all the holiday parties,
weekend tailgates,
and family get-togethers. Oh, they're here. Hey, who needs something to drink?
we've been overindulging a little more than usual. Thank goodness we both added active liver to our diets to give our livers some much-needed support so we have the energy we need to enjoy the holidays.
Active Liver from New Nordic contains a powerful blend of turmeric, milk thistle, and globe artichoke extract designed to give your liver maximum protection and help it do vital jobs like removing toxins from alcohol, rich foods, and sweets.
Try Active Liver today and enjoy all the holiday treats with the peace of mind of knowing you're giving your liver some relief.
Find Active Liver online at Amazon, Vitacost.com, or iHerb.com. Or pick it up today at CVS, Meijer Grocery, or ShopRite. Enjoy life to the fullest with Active Liver.
Celebrate the spirit of the season in the Milwaukee Theater District. Experience these beloved classics. Milwaukee Ballet's The Nutcracker, Milwaukee Rep's A Christmas Carol, and don't miss Broadway favorites like How the Grinch Stole Christmas and The Pigeon Gets a Big Time Holiday Extravaganza. Savor Milwaukee's culinary scene from James Beard recognized restaurants and classic supper clubs to cozy outdoor seating under holiday lights. Make it a getaway. Stay in a hotel that feels just like home. Make plans today at visitmilwaukee.org.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
You're listening to What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx on WTMJ.
Welcome back to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee. Handcrafted, homegrown, world class. Discover more at visitmilwaukee.org. And I want to share with you, I had a really nice visit in Dousman yesterday. You've heard me talk about my friends at Three Pillars Senior Living Communities, and they do a monthly lunch and learn where they have guest speakers come in. Usually it's historians. Their next lunch and learn is December 4th, and it's with a maritime historian who's going to talk about the big ship called the Christmas Tree Ship that sunk in the Great Lakes and the story of that, which reminded me immediately of like, oh, yeah, we just had the 50th anniversary of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. So it's usually those types of interesting presentations that will explore history and culture. And the nice folks at Three Pillars invited me to do a lunch and learn. And I was kind of stumped at first. I'm like, well, what could I talk about? So I talked about embracing opportunities. Whether it's large or small, like whether it's making sure you go visit that friend who's been wanting to get together for a while, or if it's a bucket list trip that you've been meaning to do. I realize that I've had some special experiences because of my journey. So I shared working alongside Bob Uecker when I was an original Milwaukee Brewers in-game host, and that was an opportunity. Other people encouraged me to audition for that. I didn't see myself really being in live sports. TV, maybe. Radio, yeah. But because I was encouraged to audition, that wound up being the best summer job ever for 5 seasons. And I did get to work with Bob Uecker and got to be part of the Milwaukee Brewers baseball club. So that was an opportunity that I embraced. I also shared some stories about being at Abbey Road Studio 2 and getting to experience the music and the creativity in that epic space, and getting to talk with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar about his book writing and books that he thinks are important, and also the story about how he actually got cast in Airplane, how he was wooed to be in the comedy movie Airplane is what finally tipped him in to agree to be in the movie was Oriental rugs. He had his eye on a great rug, and so the Zucker brothers and Jerry Abrams went, okay, if this is what it takes, here you go. Here's a gift of a rug that you really like. And some other epic adventures of happening to be at the right place at the right time to report on the passing of Queen Elizabeth II when I was in London, and wound up working with TMJ4 to do a live report on my cell phone standing outside Buckingham Palace, the way technology has evolved. So, and some Downton Abbey adventures. So it was really fun to also hear other people's adventures that they had embraced. And I just thought I'd share with you, Nettie is one of the residents there, and she and her husband came up and said, because I encouraged other people, like, let's give some examples. There was a fella who used to go fishing with Bob Uecker, and his boat was always close because Bob seemed to always have good luck when he was fishing. But a phrase that was shared with me was follow the drums. That's been a motto for Nettie and her husband when it comes to embracing opportunities, because they have lived in Malaysia, Papua New Guinea. They also lived in Kazakhstan, and it was because early in their romance, the husband said, hey, I have an opportunity to go work in Malaysia. You want to go? She embraced the opportunity. She said, okay, sure, let's do it. So they have had a cosmopolitan life, and one of their first experiences in Malaysia, they were walking and they heard drums. And so they followed the drums, and it was a wedding that was happening. And the people said, hey, come on in and join our wedding. And they had just a wonderful, grand time. So that has been their motto. Nettie and her husband say, follow the drums. That's their kind of catchphrase to help them embrace opportunities and make the most of life. So another friend of mine, Sven, says our filter for him and his partner is it a life well lived? So embrace some opportunities. And thanks to the fine folks at Three Pillars Senior Living Community for making me feel so welcome. All the residents there are so kind and so fun. So check out their website, threepillars.org, and see if you want to get in on one of their lunch and learns, because they're open for everybody to come check out. And my next fun event, I'm excited to invite you. It's going to be this time next Thursday, a Maxx experience like no other. One of my favorite local restaurants is the original Botanas restaurant on 5th Street. I swear by their quesadillas. On Thursday, join me for Taste of Botanas, November 20th, 6 till 7. Jaime, who's the owner of Botanas, he's my friend. He's almost everybody's friend. You'll see a whole lot of people throw their arm around his shoulder and talk and laugh at the bar. He is a host with the most, and he's going to be hosting a guided tequila tasting with margarita samples, appetizers, hors d'oeuvres, and tacos, just $30 for this whole experience. And I'm so excited to try the exclusive tequilas and learn all about the different types and best food pairings. So circle your calendar, Taste of Botanas, Thursday, November 20th, starting at 6. I will see you there. And next, how you can show us your smarts in the next 5 minutes and do a good deed. Display your intelligence. Details are next. Stay with me on What's on Tap.
Furnace on the fritz? Hopefully it doesn't happen. But if it does, call Quality for 24/7 fast emergency service. Because we have a huge service crew dedicated to servicing equipment first and replacing equipment only when necessary. We know older equipment, along with the newest in heating technology, and we won't be there to sell you something you don't need because we don't know how to work on it.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric. When your pipes burst, water heater's leaking, drains backing up, or whatever your plumbing problem is, the reliable plumbers at Quality are on hand 24/7 to fix your plumbing problem with fully stocked vehicles and lightning-fast response times. This is Anthony Zanevsky. Call Quality first and get the signature service you deserve to fix your plumbing problem ASAP.
Call Quality for the signature service you deserve.
Call Quality. Heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase.
I just paid hundreds for this flight, and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-317-2277. That's 800-317-2277.
If you're trying to find really good, high-end, distinctive furniture, the kind they just don't make anymore, then come to Design Exchange. But you better get here quickly, because the best furniture we take in on consignment doesn't usually last long. It may be vintage, it may have once been out of your range, but now you'll find it's priced right. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor at a value.
Design Exchange.
In Heartland, you're going to find a focus on distinctive furniture, unique antiques, and original artwork, along with tasteful home decor that can fit almost any budget. In Pewaukee, the focus is on kitchen, outdoor, and garden decor, and all of it is priced at 25 to 40% off retail. This is Katie with Design Exchange, where discerning buyers with discriminating tastes come to find premium home decor on consignment at a value.
Design Exchange.
This is What's on Tap with Sandy Maxx.
Welcome back to What's on Tap. And this year again, we are partnering with Capco Kids to Kids Toy Drive to make the holidays better for kids and families in our area. And if you think you've got the smarts, we're also doing the Trivia Showdown nights again. We had one last night in Delafield, and the next one, November 19th, Wednesday, in New Berlin. Maddie's Bar and Grill. Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty from Wisconsin's Midday News will be your hosts. It's presented by Quizmaster Trivia, benefiting Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive. Basically what you do is you come out and play, bring an unused toy, or you can text the word toy. If you just want to go ahead and donate to 855-616-1620. Bring your crew, play for a great cause, get a team together. It really is a fun way to get together, get in the holiday spirit, and truly have some laughs. I really enjoyed participating last year. So the next one is November 19th. They're on Wednesday nights. December 3rd at Leff's Lucky Town with Wisconsin's Afternoon News. And then December 10th, certainly circle that date. That is the night that I will be with Vince Vitrano, Eric Bilstead, and Greg Hill from Wisconsin's Morning News, and we're going to be in Oak Creek at Trattoria di Carlo and Pizzeria. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we have one more at the Hot House Tavern on December 17th. So circle your Wednesdays. But I did this last year. It is a lot of fun to do Quizmaster Trivia. But if you're a little intimidated and you're like, I don't know, how hard are the questions? Or if you just want to brag and go, oh, I can nail those questions. I'm always good at Quizmaster Trivia. This is the time to have some fun. The Siding Unlimited WTMJ Talk and Text line, 855-616-1620. Show us your smarts. No prizes are involved. It's just going to be bragging rights and smug satisfaction of being smart. 855-616-1620 is the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. Go ahead and call me. And in about 3 minutes, what I'll do is ask you some questions. Let's see how long you can go with a streak. I'll ask you as many Quizmaster trivia questions as you can get correct. And then once you get one wrong, we'll move on to the next WTMJ fan. So play along with me. Let's warm you up for these Capco Kids to Kids Trivia Showdown nights. Let's play along. Give me a call. It's the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line, 855-616-1620. I just paused because I almost gave you my phone number. I started to say 414. 855-616-1620. Let's test your smarts with some Quizmaster trivia next on What's on Tap.
In 1964, we were making strides towards space travel.
Mary Poppins was the #1 movie in theaters.
And the Beatles were taking America by storm.
Which was long before I was born.
Facts. 1964 is also the year it all started for Richland's Tire and Service Centers. 60 years of continuous growth and more happy customers than you can shake a stick at.
Okay, the streamers are a bit overkill. It's just us in the studio.
All right. But it's important to know accomplishments like these aren't possible without a dedicated team. So hats off to them and our founder, my dad, Dick Mitchke, for understanding the importance of customer focus.
Facts. There's no 60 years of anything without you, the customer, which is why our focus will remain on you and only you for years to come.
Thank you from all of us here at Richland's Tire and Service Centers.
Richland's Tire and Service, such a refreshing change. Richland's.
This is Libby Collins. Join us Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock for conversations with the most interesting people in southeastern Wisconsin.
My dad loved Willie Nelson. And people are like, you can't say you like Willie Nelson because he dodged his taxes. Well, he did.
We started seeing him pitting the women against each other, trying to get women to be jealous of each other for being close to him.
How can I become a professional wrestler? You really can't.
WTMJ Conversations, Sunday mornings at 11 on WTMJ.
Talk about value. When it comes to casual dining, I can't think of a better value out there. If you're looking for a way to stretch your family's dining budget, come to Marty's Pizza, where feeding your family won't cost you an arm or a leg. You know, we're reasonably priced, and that's how it's going to stay. That's why we've been around so long. We offer a quality product at the right price. Italian dinners, subs, sandwiches, salads, and of course, 100% real mozzarella cheese pizza. Find us easily online at martyspizza.net.
Remember Marty's Pizza. Do you remember when times were good? Well, they're good again. It's as good today as it was in the past. It doesn't get any better than that. Remember Marty's Pizza.
WTMJ Steve's Committee here. Year-end tax planning can sound daunting, but it doesn't have to be. Let's review what tasks you'll need to prioritize and what might require attention in an Annex Wealth Management webinar with CEO Dave Spano, Director of Financial Planning Eric Strom, and yours truly. Join us Tuesday, November 18, 2025 at 1 p.m. to get all the insights you need to close out the year strong. Register now. Click the events button at annexwealth.com to save your free spot. That's annexwealth.com. Click events to register today.
Welcome back to What's on Tap on WTMJ.
Well, how many times have you been around people who are like, I am so smart? Oh, I'll prove it to you. Well, right now, everybody's chicken. The Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line, 855-616-1620. If you want to just try out the Quizmaster trivia questions, because, boy, we had a good time last night in Delafield at Revere's. I think 80 people showed up for the Capco Kids to Kids trivia and showdown, and it was a lot of fun and just the start because we have a series of them on Wednesdays. My night will be December 10th in Oak Creek at Trattoria Di Carlo Pizzeria, and the next one is next Wednesday, November 19th, Maddie's Bar and Grill with Jessica Ty and Greg Matzik from Wisconsin's Midday News. Now, since no one's called, the phone is still ready for you. 855-616-1620. I might have a contestant. Dom Catronio, are you going to play Quizmaster Trivia with me?
Bring it on. Let's go.
Oh, yes. I love this. So you got Brewers Weekly. Oh, he's going to come in the studio and everything. Brewers Weekly is next. So I wonder, and I got to tell you, producer Nate Rilling and Caroline Keim are thrilled that you're here because it was a look of panic when I said, this is just for fun.
I mean, come on. What's the worst that can happen? I get it wrong?
Exactly. Well, I was going to have listener. This went over gangbusters last year. It was fun. People loved it. So this is just the warm up. Oh, somebody's calling, but we'll do you. We'll try you first, Dom.
Bring it on.
So yeah, let's get WTMJ fan on the line there. Okay. Round 1. This is music lovers.
Okay.
And for everybody listening, play along. See if you know the answer. Boy, War, and Pop are all names of albums from which Irish band?
Boy, War, and Pop. Irish band. The Irish just throwing me off.
See, I think the Irish is the obvious part. There's your hint.
Give it to me.
Oh, that's it. The Irish band.
I'm saying, what's the answer?
Oh, well, make a guess. You got to guess. See, this is the fun because you come out, you bring your friends, you have this discussion.
I mean, in my head, it was Oasis, but they're not Irish. But
no.
And
they'll be the first to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. I got no other guesses.
Boy, War, and Pop are all names of albums from the Irish band U2.
Oh, of course. They're all Irish?
All those, in U2?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They've known each other since they were teenagers. No.
Okay. That's on me.
They've been friends.
Hand up.
Do we have a WTMJ fan who wants to play since Dom dropped the ball? You bobbled it.
It's okay. Error on the broadcaster.
Oh, no, you're good. Before I go to Ike from Waterford, what's lined up for Brewers Weekly?
I mean, it's kind of a quiet week, I mean, we could talk about Brandon Woodruff. We can talk about the awards.
I was just saying we got to talk about Pat Murphy.
Pat Murphy, once again, Manager of the Year, back-to-back. First to do in the National League since Bobby Cox. So pretty good company for Murph.
That makes me happy. So good. So stick around for Dom Cotroneo and Brewers Weekly just minutes away. Mike in Waterford. Mike, you want to play some Quizmaster trivia with me and warm up for the Capco Kids to Kids Trivia Showdown nights?
You bet. Just to kind of warm folks up. Not a problem.
All right. Mike, here's your music lovers question. The largest employer in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee with 3,000 employees. What is the name of Dolly Parton's theme park?
Why, it's Dollywood, of course.
Hey! Oh, I need a bell. Ding, 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 ding.
I couldn't get that question.
All right, Mike, keep it going. Mike, what instruments are the following musicians best known for playing, respectively? A, Ray Charles, B, Yo-Yo Ma, C, Charlie Parker, and D, Phil Collins.
Okay, so obviously Ray Charles piano.
Yep.
Yo-Yo Ma cello.
Yep.
Sorry, what was the third name?
Charlie Parker.
Charlie Parker. Oh, I'm taking a guess here. I'm going to probably say guitar.
Not guitar. I'll tell you in a second. What do you want to say for Phil Collins?
Number 4, yeah, Phil Collins, obviously the drums. And so Charlie Parker, let's change that to trumpets.
Oh,
the trumpet.
You want to try one more? Guitar, trumpet. I'll give you one more try.
Banjo.
Oh, what a great guess! Somebody out there is shouting saxophone. So saxophone.
Oh, seriously, I was close.
So see, Mike, this is the kind of fun that you can have at the Capco Kids to Kids Trivia Showdown. So we'd love to see you next Wednesday at Maddie's Bar and Grill, or circle December 10th. That's when I'll be with Wisconsin's Morning News, Vince, Eric, and Greg at Trattoria DiCarlo Pizzeria in Oak Creek. So thank you so much for playing along, Mike.
Thanks, Sandy. And I grew up in Oak Creek, so I can highly recommend DiCarlo's. Folks, show up and support them. It'll be a blast.
Oh, thanks, Mike. Have a great night. Thanks for listening.
No problems. Take care, guys.
You too. The band that has Boy, War, and Pop.
You too. Now I know.
There you go. So thank you so much for hanging out. We'll do some more trivia. I'm going to stop saying do. We will play some more trivia on What's on Tap as we get closer to the other Trivia Showdown dates. But thank you so much. And tomorrow, the 300th episode of What's on Tap. I'm excited. I am proud. And I'm going to lean all the way in. What sport celebrates perfection of 300 and excellence. Bowling. So we're going to have a bowling episode tomorrow with PBA, Professional Bowlers Association Commissioner Tom Clark will join me to talk about 300s and also the documentary series that is in progress about the PBA and some bowling music. So hang out with me tomorrow. For now, thank you for listening to What's on Tap, sponsored by Visit Milwaukee.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station.
There's nothing like when you get that part from eBay and it just fits. Yeah, the first time. So you can do less of this and get right back to more of this. At eBay, you'll find all the parts you need, guaranteed to fit, at prices you'll love. Sounds good, doesn't it? eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Guys, don't propose with a ring that she didn't pick out. Trust us, she already has a ring in mind. So engage with Gage Diamonds, in person or online, where Gage's skilled ring designers will work with her to create the perfect setting, matched with the perfect stone. Gage specializes in exquisite lab-grown diamonds. Financing available. GageDiamonds.com. We're engagement's middle name.
Well, now that the time is right and you're ready to make it happen, I can tell you this. We've installed hundreds of all-glass shower enclosures, and the one thing customers like best about them is that they have virtually no framework, and that's a positive on a number of levels. First off, the less framework you have, the easier your cleanup is going to be. And secondly, when you have virtually no framework on your all-glass shower enclosure, not only does the glass show well, but it also allows for the beautiful tile work that a lot of folks are having done these days to be a real aesthetic focal point. And when we install your all-glass shower enclosure with nearly maintenance-free shower guard glass, you're going to be cleaning it less and enjoying it a whole lot more. This is Stacy Sinks with Less's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass